Fantastic.
Hi, this is Katie with Penguins International, and I'm joined with our friends at Hyatt Regency.
Hi, aloha. So this is Julia, and she's in with our beautiful penguin, Mai, who's working on some painting enrichment right now. Now, as you can see, Mai is a very inquisitive penguin. She likes to see what's going on around her. She's already got a head start on a few paintings. So what we do when we paint is we just set out sponges with a variety of colors. And then when she feels like it, she steps across the paint and steps onto the canvases. I understand we had some questions about color preferences. We did find out Mai likes just about every color except orange. So whenever we put orange out, she goes to great lengths to avoid the color and not step in it. Now, she's kind of heading over to this camera over here. On the other end, we actually have a classroom in Alaska that is observing her paint. And that gives the kids in Alaska the opportunity to ask questions about penguins. Probably not an animal they see too often. Oh, big stretch from Mai. Now, as you'll notice, Mai is starting her molting process right now. She does have a few bald spots on the back of her neck. It looks like she just went through the pink, made some beautiful footprints. Now, this molting process is something that all of our penguins go through every year. And these penguins do what we call a catastrophic molt. So they just lose big patches of big patches of feathers all in one go. And Mai's got a little head start on the rest of her family.
And we just saw that Spike recently shed all of his feathers out as well, molted his recently too. So the king and queen are in line with their molting process, funny. So it seems.
Well, that's wonderful.
Is Mai the only painter that you have there?
So all 6 of our penguins have had the opportunity to paint. She just seems to enjoy it the most. The other penguins will probably keep introducing it and she gave us a little poop inside her carrier. Sometimes Mai likes to add some color of her own. But yeah, looks like she kept it inside. But no, Mai seems to be the one that's the most interested and the most curious.
When she does poop and if it gets on a canvas, do you just have to wipe it off, or is it like...
It depends. Sometimes we'll keep them, and actually that's a selling point for some of our recipients, and others want nothing to do with it. She did just eat a big breakfast, so this was a concern that we had. Now, again, we keep that carrier there so she does have a safe spot. We always want this to be her choice and something that she's choosing to do. Now, usually when she gets out of this, it looks like she's just come back from a rave. You'll notice she's got colors all over her feet and all over her tail. Currently, we're actually in our luau grounds at the Hyatt. So this is not her regular habitat. So this is a new spot for her. Oh, and looks like she came over to say hi to Julia.
So I'm assuming the paint then is, of course, washable. It comes off pretty easily.
Yeah, so this is a children's finger paint. So it's non-toxic, even if she were to put her beak inside. And then we basically just give her a little bath right afterwards. It comes right off.
We just got a special Mai right
there. Oh, there we go.
That one came out great.
Oh, that's amazing. Look at that. Friends, if you're joining us just now, we have Mai here, and she's painting down in Maui at the Hyatt Regency. If you have questions about her artwork, go ahead and drop them in the chat box. We'd love to see it. Yeah, she's so much fun today. Look at her out and about.
So in addition to selling her paintings, we've also worked with several school groups. So we've had art classes come out and do painting collaborations with Mai. We had another school come out and do a neuroscience project, learning how animals and artwork, how it affects their brains. So we're really branching out, and her art is meeting with a lot of people in the community.
We have some people asking how to buy a painting. So some of these paintings, I know Hyatt, you guys sell them for different reasons. Do you want to talk a little bit about how you guys do it and then how we do it?
Certainly. So as of right now, her paintings have only been sold for charity. So we don't have anything online yet to sell them to the public. But I'll be working with Penguins International, and we will see if we can form a link, and we'll try to get that going through Penguins International.
Which is super awesome. Thank you so much. 2023, we're really excited to announce, is the year of the African penguin. So we will be celebrating African penguins all year long. And we're hoping to raise some money to support the penguins in the wild. So we're working with our friends over at Sand Cobb on a chick rearing unit, and really trying to support them that way.
Fantastic. So Sand Cobb is the organization that we've worked with in the past as well, and where some of her donations have gone to. And then we're really, really excited to partner with Penguins International this year and help get that message out.
Can you tell us a little bit about what it's like caring for Mai in Hawaii?
Certainly. So Mai and all of her family are actually second and third generation. So they were all born right here in Maui. The climate that we have here in Maui, very similar to what they have in South Africa. South Africa just has higher highs, lower lows, where we're a little bit more temperate. So weather-wise, it's a great climate for them. Oh. Being a little sassy right now, so we just had a helicopter fly over, so I think she's kind of checking to see what's going on. So their habitat, which is in our lobby, sand, rocks, we have houses similar to what Sand Cobb is set up, so we're trying to recreate a habitat that they would see in the wild.
That's so awesome. We just got another question come through. Who are her artistic influences?
You know, the funny thing is we actually have an artist bio that we send out with all of her paintings. And I believe on the back of the paintings, we have, is it Monet and Kowalski from Madagascar.
I love it.
So yeah, she definitely has a style all of her own. So she really likes to incorporate her tail. So in addition to her footprints, you'll see some tail swishes, and then of course her signature poop marks.
Wonderful. Each piece completely unique.
Absolutely.
What other types of enrichment does she enjoy?
So we'll do bubble blowing from time to time. We have an enrichment basket. So it'll have nesting materials, it'll have toys, and the penguins can just go in and out of there and select what they like. So those are some things that really kind of pique her interest.
That's so cool. We do have someone asking how old she is.
Oh, so she and her twin sister Ty are 13 years old, and they'll be turning 14 this summer. So lifespans for African penguins typically run about 15 to 20 years in the wild. In human care, of course, they can go much longer. We had a chance to meet E.T. in our March Madness, and she just celebrated her 43rd birthday. So that is a penguin that we all look up to. We have so much respect for her caregivers because they're doing an amazing job over there.
We love to see it. We love to see, penguins getting up there in age. It's wonderful.
Here we go. And she's still doing exploring. Looks like she's still feeling pretty inspired. And then basically when she's had enough, she's just going to go into her carrier, and then she just pretty much lets us know she's done. But as you can see, she's still being very curious, very inquisitive. And then her painting sessions usually last about 10-15 minutes or so.
That's so fun. How often is she painting throughout, like in a week, say?
So usually I would say we do this probably once every 2 or 3 weeks. I'd say we've done this a little more often lately, just because of the contest and the fundraisers that we've been doing. But again, if we get any sense that she's just not interested in, then she runs the show. Painting can always wait.
Absolutely. And what are some of her favorite types of snacks? We know she eats fish.
Absolutely. So she's a capelin girl through and through. That's her absolute favorite. She's not the most adventurous eater, so sometimes to get her to eat a variety of fish, we actually blend them up into smoothie form and then inject them. So it's kind of like hiding vegetables in the tomato sauce.
Oh yeah, definitely. We have another question that just came through asking if she has any chicks yet.
She has not had any chicks yet. Her boyfriend, Momi, I would kind of qualify him as a little clueless in the romance department. So I think she's just waiting for the right man. And it's really a bummer that Spike is all the way in England. An unusual pair for sure. But yeah, we're certainly hoping that she does have the chance to become a mother someday.
Is she part of like a species survival plan?
That's actually our goal. We are meeting with Stephen Sorrow in about 2 weeks. He's going to be flying out here and taking a look at our program, and we're hoping that that's something that we can be a part of. So being so isolated out here in Maui, of course, there's not a lot of zoos close by. If we have a chance to work with Honolulu Zoo, who also has African penguins, we're definitely hoping to grow our program a little bit more.
That's incredible.
All right. And do you want to hold one of those up close just so we can see? So this is one of her pieces, and looks like Julia's got another one over here. So we really like to kind of blend the colors so that each footprint has a bit of a tie-dyed look to it.
This one came out really nice.
And then we'll always alternate the colors a little bit, just kind of depending, just see how things blend and how they work and don't work. And like I said, orange, for whatever reason, she seems to have a strong aversion for.
Oh, ooh, this one's got a nice one.
Oh, yeah.
That one's there.
Oh my gosh, that's such a good one.
So yeah, we've done a couple of group paintings where we've actually taken all 6 of our penguins and put them in a habitat like this and just let them go. So we actually have a few paintings, large canvases that have all 6 footprints on there.
So cool. Do you write down whose name is next to each one so you can tell?
I don't think we were that organized, but yeah, usually it's just kind of mayhem. And it looks like, yeah, she
This
got,
one has all the love on it.
she got
Oh
very
my goodness. I see it.
her own. So yeah, that olive green was not part of the palette that we put down.
Viewers are wondering if they go for walks.
If they go for walks, so when COVID happened, we really had to change a lot of our policies. So between COVID and avian flu, we're just really trying to make sure that our penguins stay protected. Because their habitat is in the middle of 800 room resort, it's just not the best opportunity to give them walks there. Now out here where we're a little bit more isolated, this is going to be a different opportunity for them to experience a new environment. But yeah, unfortunately, you know, there's a lot of great zoos that do wonderful walking programs, and we don't have the right setup for that.
But like you did mention earlier, she is in a new space today. So it sounds like they get to kind of change out where they're at.
Absolutely. So, and we do find that our penguins are kind of homebodies. They definitely feel comfortable in their space, in their habitat. And it looks like she's might be coming to an end painting wise. So if we notice that she's doing this extended downtime and not coming out, that's kind of her way of telling us that maybe she's had enough. So again, we always want to respect what she's doing. We'll give her one more chance. She's turning around, see if she's interested. But we really try to follow their cues. So we want this to be something that they look forward to, and something that's always fun for them.
It's so awesome. And I truly do love that she is an artist and has done collaborations with the school groups, like you mentioned earlier. Just what a special way to share the conservation message of penguins with others?
It's been fantastic. I mean, this has been such a fun program. We've really only been doing it over the last year. It started last summer and just kind of a what if kind of idea. And it's really grown so much in the last year.
Amazing.
And is there anything that you guys would like to add? So I'm just checking in with Julia, Allison.
Yeah, no, we're just thrilled to be a part of Mai the Penguin Madness. Thank you for having us with that. And we're just so excited to get to share her beautiful talents with the whole world. We're very lucky to have Mai with us here to show off how special these African penguins truly are. Yeah, so thank you for having us on my feed today, guys.
Of course, thank you for joining us. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. It's just been so fun checking in with Mai, who was our number 2 in the March of the Penguin Madness, but of course, number 1 in our hearts. So thank you, Mai. And thank you, of course, to Julia and Allison. And I'm assuming it's Povey on the other side.
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, we'll end the broadcast here. Thank you guys again so much, and we hope you have a lovely rest of your weekend.
Oh, our pleasure. Thank you so much for inviting us. Aloha.
Thanks. Aloha.